Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your reading for July 19th through the 31st, 2026. My name is Kate. This is the Starseed Report. We're doing a Celtic cross. We're going to pull some clarifiers, oracle cards, and get your message. A couple of administrative notes. There's a live stream on Sunday at 10:30 Eastern. I'd love to have you show up. I will answer personal questions with a personal mini read. I also do personal readings privately. That is all at starseedkate.com. And we will have August readings coming up very soon, as well as a full moon reading coming soon. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you get notified when all of your upcoming readings come out. I'm a relatively new channel, but growing like crazy. And thank you to everyone who's coming back for a second time because you're subscribed. You make my day. Thank you so much. I love your energy. We will see what is going on for you. Let's get into it. King of Swords. That's the energy you are currently in. Air sign. Well, you are an air sign, aren't you? Queen of Wands. Some passion around you. And a message to rest. The basis of this reading is giving something a rest. Let's see what it's all about. Six of Pentacles in your recent past. The Hierophant as a potential. Immediate future. Wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. We've got the Emperor in your negative feelings. External factors. We have the Death card. Rebirth. However you want to think about it. Hopes and wishes. Eight of Swords. Six of Cups. The card of nostalgia as our outcome. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Swords. So we've got some swift movement here with rest. How about that? Interesting reading. Let's walk through it and talk through what each of these cards mean and how they interrelate. King of Swords, masculine energy, mental energy, seeing things very, very clearly, no BS, cutting through all of the stuff that you don't need anymore. That's the energy you are coming into this reading with. So you're seeing things very, very clearly, thinking clearly, strategically, thinking about all of the things going on in your life. And you have some passion around you with the Queen of Wands. You're seeing things clearly as well. You don't care what other people think. You're passionate about what it is that you're doing, and you're not afraid of doing the work to create the life and the experience or the project, whatever it is for you, that you want. Basis of the reading, however, is the Four of Swords, which is a card of rest. Rest is so important. If you're building strength, no matter what you're doing, if you're building anything, you have to take a break from it. You have to give it space. Giving space to a project, giving space to anything you're building is so beneficial because it gives Spirit an opportunity to come in and give you gifts and help you on the journey. You set your intentions, you see things clearly, you say what it is that you want, you add a little passion to it and a little emotional intensity, then you give it a rest and watch Spirit create magic. In your recent past, a balancing of finances, a gift of money, money coming in to you, most likely for work that you have done, maybe work you had done in the past. You've recently had this happen where some unexpected money, some balancing of money has occurred. The Hierophant is your potentials. The Hierophant is spiritual gifts. The Hierophant in the traditional tarot, we would see someone sitting on his throne, the Hierophant, the high priest, the man with all the spiritual knowledge, and he is blessing two people in front of him. This guy is just getting really connected to Spirit and getting his spiritual blessings. Look at the joy he has on his face because he's connected to his higher source. This is a potential. I think it comes into play as you rest. Like I said, when you give something a rest and you're not like go, go, go in the workings of things, it allows Spirit to come in and bless you. I think it's going to work out for you really well because you have the Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment card. Whatever it is that you want is happening. This is in your future. We need to look also, when we have this in the future position, any kind of wish fulfillment here. What is it that you wish? So let's go to your hopes and wishes card. We'll come back to some of the other cards. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is self-imposed restrictions. When this shows up in the hopes and wishes, this means a desire to break free, a desire to break free of things that have been limiting to you in the past. So these limits, though, were all in your mind. They were not limits that other people were imposing on you. And if they were, well, that's over with, because you have a rebirth of your external factors. There is a Death card. Death card is not necessarily about dying. It is about the releasing of restriction. It is a rebirth. It is the old way is done and there's a new way coming. This is in your external factors. So there's something in your external factors that is falling away, some kind of rebirth that is happening. And I think it's happening for you. I think this is a positive rebirth. And when you are hoping to get out of limitations and you're making the wish for that, you're getting your wish fulfillment, and your limitations in your external world are actually leaving. You want this swift movement, because on the bottom of the deck, we had the Knight of Swords. This is the fastest moving knight in the deck, but it is a leaving. We see his back for a reason, and we see a motorcycle. He's not taking a whole heck of a lot with him. He is on his way somewhere else. He is leaving something behind. To me, I always joke that this is the Cartman card of screw you guys, I'm going home, taking all my toys, and I'm going home, I'm not playing this game anymore. This is getting out of a situation. That, with the Rest card as being the basis cards of this reading, tells me that you want to take a break. You swiftly want to leave a situation and take a break. I think that's really, really healthy for you, especially with the Hierophant in your potentials. That spiritual knowledge, that understanding, the deeper knowingness comes to you when you are resting. I mean, I think about all the projects that I've worked on, whether it was a creative project, something that I was coding, which is also creative, anything that I had been doing. When I take a break, I go for a walk. I give the project a rest. I come back to it. Even like a video game. If I'm playing a video game and I'm like, I don't see where the next thing is, take a break from it, and I come back and I'm like, oh, well, there's the next move. And I didn't see it because I was, playing it for too long, that type of thing. We have to give ourselves time to rest. We have to give our minds a time to rest, to have a different change of scenery. So I think you just want to take a break from something. I think it's because of some things that you have seen with that King of Swords being you in this reading. I think it's also taking a break allows you to bring passion back into whatever it is that you're working on. In your negative feelings, you have the Emperor. This is someone who is authoritative, someone who's the authority. This could be you. This could be someone around you. This is kind of boss level energy. There could be a boss that has been driving you nuts and you need to take a break from him because you have this in your negative feelings. Some kind of boss energy is in your negative feelings. It could be that there's someone driving you nuts. It could be that who is your boss? Maybe your boss is driving you nuts and it's time for a vacation so that you can come back to something feeling fresh. It could be that you are not fully claiming your Emperor energy in your own life. Either way, you're going to have to take it as it resonates. I think within this energy, I think something's changing with your boss because of that Death card and the external factors. Your boss might be assigned to a different department. He might be retiring. He might be getting fired, or she. Either way, you have negative feelings towards some kind of authority. And then, of course, in your external factors, you have the Death card, and you have a strong desire for restrictions to be lifted. Is it going to happen? I think so, because of that Nine of Cups in your future. You're getting your wishes fulfilled. I think also it's really important as we're taking a break to allow Spirit to come in, because there are some lessons with any kind of restriction. Why did you have this boss? Why did you have this authority in your life that has been driving you nuts? What you have to have a receptor within your spirit, some kind of thing within you that attracts in an experience. That receptor is the thing we need to work on. We don't have to go change this. Spirit will take care of all of that. But what is it about you that attracted in this experience with a boss that you didn't like? What kind of limitations in your own thinking? Maybe you are not being your own boss, and so this boss is being super micromanagey towards you. Whatever it is, you desire freedom from that. And I would argue that the most important work you can do as you're resting and tapping into spiritual knowledge is to really analyze where are your receptors that allow this person to come in. Because when the receptor is gone, guess what? There's nothing for that person to plug into, and they disappear. That's how they leave. That's how they're gone. In your outcome, we have the Six of Cups, which is beautiful energy. Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia. It's being able to look back at whatever situation that you are going through or that you have gone through and feel really good about it. If you think about nostalgia just as an activity, it always feels good. I mean, I can think back to certain things that have happened in my life, and I always think back and think about the positives about them, the things that I miss, the things that made me feel good. And Cups is all about feeling good. And I think with this experience, with the change that is happening, the outcome of whatever's happening here, the change is coming in so that you can look back at it and actually have positive experiences, remembering what it is that you went through. You are in an authority position as the King of Swords. You do have authority. You have authority over how you see things, how you think about things, and also with what you're doing. You are in a position of authority and you are getting your wishes fulfilled. So whatever negative feelings you have about your boss, this emperor, could be, a father figure in your life. It's just someone who has authority. So it's either something you're not fully claiming about yourself, or it's an external person who has had authority over you. But with the Death card there, I think they're leaving. I think you are going through a rebirth in your external environment that doesn't necessarily have this here, because you're getting your wishes fulfilled and you're wishing for a limitation to be. I don't know any other way to read that. I'm really seeing that this authority figure is not going to be there anymore, having dominion over you, but it's really important for you to claim the authority of your life as the King of Swords, as the Queen of Wands, the person who doesn't care about what other people think about them, the person who sees things very clearly and can make very, very clear decisions about what it is that they want. Really, really settle on that as you're resting, because you're going to get your wishes fulfilled. So really decide what it is that you want. This could also be you moving into another job. It could be you going to a new job so that you look back at the situation. Oh, I remember working there. I had really great coworkers. The last job that I left on my own accord was a job where I worked with people. It was magic, the things that we did together. I was with this team. I still just miss these people. I'm very much Six of Cups about that experience. But I had to be this person to leave that job because I could see the writing on the wall of the company that owned, the people that owned the company were making some changes. And I saw the writing on the wall and I knew it was time for me to leave. And even the job that I left, not on my own accord, I'm so glad I am not there, because the same type of thing is playing out. But I look back at it, being out of it after the Death card, the external experience of leaving that place, I still look back at it and I don't think about all of the terrible things. I think about the people I miss. Because to me, every job I've ever had has been less about the work that I'm doing and much more about the people and some of the things that I've accomplished. Even that, it's the things that I accomplished is all tied to the people that I was able to affect with the work that I was doing, the service that I was providing to the people in the company as well as outside of the company, because I was often put in leadership positions, much like this, but there was still this guy hanging around telling me what to do all the time and not always making very good decisions. But I got out of that. That limitation is done. I am happy. 0 complaints. All right, let's pull some general clarifiers. What else do we need to know? What other nuances? What things did I not get right? Always looking for clarification from you, Spirit. So please enter this reading and allow the message to be clear. And we are getting 9 of Cups again. All right, so Spirit means it. 9 of Cups. That is the clarifier. do I even pull other clarifiers? When you're getting the wish card coming out twice, that means double plus. You are getting what you want. So really focus in on what you want from a higher spiritual perspective, as well as what do you want on the day-to-day. The Queen of Wands and the King of Swords together, that energy of you, it's very self-directed, very clear thinking, very determined energy. It's clarity and knowing what you want and not caring what other people think. And so use that energy along with the spiritual support to make your move. If you feel like you need to leave a job, this is definitely a go ahead and leave your job type of thing, but really go towards something rather than away with the Knight of Swords. I know you really want to move away. It's like, this guy. The Death card's happening. Some change is happening in your external environment. And I think it's related to this guy. But these are cards of action and clear thinking. It's not, oh, let's sit around and wait. The Queen of Wands does not sit around and wait. She is not afraid to make her move because she knows who she is and she doesn't care what anybody else thinks. She's going to do what she wants. And what she wants is to get her wishes fulfilled. All right. What else do we have, Spirit? Three of Cups. Three of Cups is your soul family. I think that this job, whatever you have been doing, there are people there that you really, really love. They're your soul family. So you're either moving into that or that's something that you are bringing with you with that Six of Cups. Hanged Man. Hanged Man is all about getting a different perspective. And I think that really speaks towards that Eight of Swords. You want a different perspective. You want some healing around this particular situation. So spending time, he's not moving. He's resting. Very much Four of Swords. Resting and getting a different perspective. So I would definitely see Eight of Swords and Four of Swords together is very much Hanged Man energy of resting, taking a break, and getting a different perspective on this whole situation so that you ultimately get your healing from this, because that's what you really want, more than just another change. You don't want to get into another situation where this guy is just, you get boss Emperor 2.0. You want to make sure that you're moving into a better situation where you don't have negative feelings about whoever is the boss. Maybe it means you should be your own boss. This is definitely, with the King of Swords and Queen of Wands, it's very entrepreneurial energy. So that might be something, but only you know what's right for you. With you having negative feelings about the Emperor, he's an entrepreneur. And so you might not feel like you can be that. If you're moving into an entrepreneurial situation, you might not feel like you fully are your Emperor yet. But this healing that you do about the Emperor that you currently have, that you're feeling negative about, I think if you do some healing on that, you can find that within yourself. Poised. Beautiful. Poised is you're ready. You're ready for whatever change, whatever wish that you have, you're ready for it to happen. You are poised. You are like the toy, the Jack in the Box. You're wound up and you're just ready to go. You're ready. You're ready to make a move. Ready to make a fast move. Knight of Swords. But Spirit's really telling you, rest, get a new perspective, and then make your move. And you're getting why. This is wanting to understand the reasonings behind all of this, which is definitely Eight of Swords in the wish fulfillment of wanting to understand the deeper things that have been going on and understand what has been playing out for you. And I think spending some time resting and just meditating, getting different perspectives will help you understand the why a lot more of why the situation was here. So this could be all about a father figure because you've got affairs with your family from the Tea Leaves card. Mountain, major challenge to overcome. I'm going to put that with the Eight of Swords. I think the major challenge to overcome is all within you and how you view this and how this situation, you manifested this, whatever this is. How did you manifest it? Really explore how and why. And I think the challenge, the internal challenge, is with Hanged Man and Four of Swords of just resting. Okay. You've got grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. I think that's all internal as well, and that you'll be careful if you give it a rest. And the only time you wouldn't be careful is if you responded to this person super negatively, but I'm not seeing that anywhere in the cards. I'm just seeing a call to rest and get different perspectives. Yeah, and now we've got lightning. Control your anger or you will be sorry. You definitely want to put a buffer between the stimulus of how you are feeling about this person and your response to that person, because you want to control your response. You want to stay in this energy of being empowered. But here's the thing is, with this death card, this is in your external factors. Something is ending. You don't necessarily need to respond. You don't need to act in anger because it's happening anyway, and Spirit's telling you, give it a rest. So do not respond to whatever is happening in the last weeks in July, because this is going to play out on its own, and it's going to feel really good by the time you're done. So let the situation play out. Make your wish fulfillment. It's right there. It came out twice. All right, message from the universe. This is your validation that things are finally beginning to work out for you. Get ready for unexpected breakthroughs, good news, and plot twists. Blessings are coming. I see that. That is definitely what's happening here. You don't need to necessarily take any action. I think it's going to play out in your favor. Just stay in your power and make your wish, and let the universe, let that spiritual wisdom come in as a blessing. It's here as a potential for you. If you will give it a rest, then this comes in and does all the dirty work for you. This is a really beautiful reading. I mean, obviously we have a little bit of a challenge, but the thing is, the challenge is leaving. The challenge is gone. You get to rest and just let the universe do its work. Let karma balance things. You've got this balance right here. It's in your past, but it's something that you can draw upon, especially with Six of Pentacles here, and then the nostalgia coming out. That's like looking back at your past. So Six of Pentacles in your past. Remember how karma has taken care of everything and how you've been taken care of by the balancing of finances, by the balancing of karma, by being balanced. It's telling us, look back at the past and bring that forward to your outcome, because that's what you're getting. Everything's going to work out, and it's going to work out in your favor, Libra. Thanks so much for being here. If this reading resonated with you, drop a comment down below, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more readings like this. August readings are coming very, very soon, and your season is coming soon as well, and I can't wait to see what your season is bringing for you. This is a really good time of year for you to rest and to just let things play out. Spend some time with your soul family. Go on a vacation. Connect with your community. Connect with the people most important with you, and more than anything else, connect with your spirit, because Spirit is always there, just waiting for you to open up to the blessings that you deserve. We'll see you next time, Libra.